run test? We can
I
do?
gotta run.
All right,
Oh dear.
good. Working.
Perfect, this is your verdict? What?
Good.
Ah.
Perfect.
All right, so before we begin, we all did this yesterday, so we're ready. We did make a modification because something in the rules kind of contradicts as far as the bonus goes. One place it says you can discuss it as a team, and then at the end it says first to ninth grade answers to 10th grade, et cetera. So the modification, if it's good with everyone, is we'll kind of like, say this is like the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. You'll discuss the bonus question as a group, but this young man would answer it first, and then the next time they have a bonus, they discuss as a group. You would answer it, as a member of the team. And then over there, the same thing, if you guys have a bonus, we'd just start with you answering the bonus, but you could discuss it with your teammates. And then everything else is the same, where a toss-up is an individually answered question, and it's worth 2 points. If you miss it, Mr. DeBorga will deduct 1 point, and then anyone will reset it quickly. And anyone over here can buzz in for 1 point. Right? And then there's no bonus on a toss-up that gets passed. All right? Any other questions? I think you guys did a great job yesterday. The questions are tough. We have a new reader, our English teacher, nice clear voice. And so we have a new reader today, and then Mr. Warner's just kind of, has my role yesterday of just kind of keeping track, making sure we're, on a toss-up question if necessary, et cetera. And like we talked about yesterday, the third, fourth place games can be very important because you're still building points for your overall standing right at the friendship game. So every place matters, in all these different events. And so,
Does anyone have a question before we start? So the questions that I have here that are stapled, just for people to know, I have not
Yeah,
seen
you
them,
have.
these are brand new. And I just go in order. So,
Yeah.
we always say one question might be harder or easier, but it's just kind of, luck, random, right? I mean, it's just kind of luck. I'm just gonna go in order of the questions, that are.
All right. One's on the prowl and one is on the rise. There we go.
nice
We're fired
job.
up.
I was wondering if there's anybody got a Phoenix.
Good luck. Good luck.
Good luck, you guys.
Okay. Someone said right here, right? Okay, you guys ready?
We're starting at 9:32 until 10:22.
So you guys know it stops at 10:22, no matter how many questions we get. Okay, first question. From 1946 to 1962, residents celebrated Independence Day on July 4th. Japan ruled it from 1942 to 1944. The peso is its basic unit of currency. The former capital, Quezon City, was named after its first president. Name this island country. I can repeat again, right? So we're looking for the name of an island country. Here it is again. This island country. From 1946 to 1962, residents celebrated Independence Day on July 4th. Japan ruled it from 1942 to 1944. The peso is its basic unit of currency. The former capital, Quezon City, was named after its first president. Name this island country. Anyone have a guess? Otherwise,
Yeah, we got 20 more seconds. Time's up. Time is up.
the answer is the Philippines. Next question. Rigoletto makes witty remarks professionally, having what role in the Duke of Mantua's court in Verdi's opera? We're looking for the role of this person in the opera. Rigoletto makes witty remarks professionally, having what role in the Duke of Mantua's court in Verdi's opera? Can you think,
Yeah.
can you think of another word for the same?
Boom.
Yeah, yes. A fool, the jester. will
According
give
to the
him that.
Cougars, so now you guys move to the bonus question. If you do answer it incorrectly, it will not count against you.
Yes, sir. 9, 10,
Freshman's gonna start.
Okay. Here's your question. Agatha Christie was a guest at the Old Cataract Hotel in Aswan and set what 1937 mystery there?
We can discuss. Yes,
Yeah.
you may.
Time to answer, no?
Time. What's your answer?
The blue box in the steering wheel.
The correct answer is Death on the Nile. Okay, next question for both groups, right?
Yep. Awesome.
His 1909 still life with metronome reflected his interest in geometry and perspective. Picasso saw himself and what other artist as the Wright brothers of Cubism? He even called him Wilbur. You are correct. Excellent. I didn't know that one. That's great.
All right, so now you'll have the bonus question.
Okay, the bonus is his 1993 thriller, Along Came a Spider, led to 25 sequels as of 2019. Physician-turned-detective Alex Cross appears in a series of mystery novels by what prolific author who co-wrote The President is Missing with Bill Clinton? You can discuss.
Can you repeat it?
Yep. So, his 1993 thriller, Along Came a Spider, led to 25 sequels as of 2019. Physician-turned-detective Alex Cross appears in a series of mystery novels by what prolific author who co-wrote The President is Missing with Bill Clinton?
Time. What's your answer? You don't know, say any word. All right. All right, we are tied up.
Do I say the correct answer? The correct answer is James Patterson. Okay, so another
Toss up. Now we're moving back to toss up. So anyone can grab it, but if you get it wrong, it will count against you.
Which royal family ruled England in the 17th century? Which royal family ruled England in the 17th century?
Time.
The Stuarts. Next toss-up? Next toss-up. He was the first to use the Tudor rose, a combination of the red rose of Lancaster and the white rose of York. After Richard III died, who took the throne? About whom Shakespeare wrote exactly 2 plays, Part 1 and Part 2.
Henry VIII.
Have you read
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
that? Right. Where am I?
That is incorrect.
It was Henry VII.
That's okay.
Somebody wants to have
No,
a
no, no, no. We're figuring it out.
question? No?
Good.
Okay. Next toss-up question. Which Hall of Fame pitcher joined his brother Ramon in LA before spending 4 seasons with the Montreal Expos, winning 3 Cy Young Awards and leading the Red Sox to the 2004 title? His number 45 was retired in 2015.
Baseball fans.
Can you repeat it?
Yes. Which Hall of Fame pitcher joined his brother Ramon in LA before spending 4 seasons with the Montreal Expos, winning 3 Cy Young Awards and leading the Red Sox to the 2004 title? His number 45 was retired in 2015.
Time.
Pedro Martinez.
Surprised no one knew the baseball trivia here.
So the next question is a math question. And they can use paper and pencil,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's 30 seconds.
Oh. What's the product of 3x minus 4 and x plus 1? Yes?
4x minus 3?
Incorrect. To Phoenix.
Oh, 3x squared minus x minus 4.
That is correct. Great job.
Very good. They don't
Another
get a-
one I went to know.
Yeah, I know, right? So they don't get a bonus for that one, though, but they don't call it that one. All right, good job, Phoenix. Can you press that for me real quick? Okay. I hit the button right when you hit it, so.
Okay, next toss-up, right?
Toss up?
No, sir.
This 1899 poem promoted U.S. colonial control over the Philippines. The duty supposedly put on the Caucasian races to govern and educate the less civilized peoples was called what in a Kipling poem?
What are we answering?
Correct, excellent.
All
Good job.
right. Bonus is going to.
Right hand grade. You.
Yep.
Another math question. And this time they're all able to participate and consult. Okay? Ready for the math question. For the function y equals sec x times sin x, I don't know if I'm pronouncing
No, I
it.
do.
Sorry. X.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, let me start again. Sec and sin, right?
Yeah.
Okay. For the function y equals sec x,
Secant, effect.
sec x, right?
I don't know.
Times sine x, compute the value of y when x is 45 degrees.
We're gonna-
It looks like I'm looking at a panel of people that are going to send a spaceship. And time. What's your answer, Cougars?
Tangent 35.
Tangent 35?
Is it natural number?
No, that is incorrect.
It's just one.
It's one.
I don't think
The
it's
answer is
one.
one.
It was supposed to go to me.
Yeah, it was technically,
But
but
it's
it's
supposed to go to me.
yeah.
It
It was.
No, it's fine. I had one. But that's one. This was happy.
Okay, we go to the next toss-up question.
Toss-up question.
Under what title did Oliver Cromwell rule England?
And time. Nope, no got it, the answer.
The answer is Lord Protector. Okay, next we have a chemistry question. So again, if you need to, want to use the paper. Suppose 2 moles of diatomic oxygen are used to completely burn 1 mole of methane. How many moles of water are formed in the process? Balancing an equation with carbon dioxide as the other product may help.
Can you please repeat the question?
Yes. Suppose 2 moles of diatomic oxygen are used to completely burn 1 mole of methane. How many moles of water are formed in the process? Balancing an equation with carbon dioxide as the other product may help.
2.
That is correct.
Very
Excellent. These kids are smart, huh?
I feel like they can do my job pretty easy.
Okay, they can certainly teach chemistry better than either, right? I don't know if that's saying much.
Yeah, 10th
Next,
grade.
your question. If you pull off the highway to change a tire, before you shift into park, and engage the emergency brake, what should you do as you slow down and come to a stop to ensure your own and others' safety? Yes. If you pull off the highway to change a tire, before you shift into park and engage the emergency brake, what should you do as you slow down and come to a stop to ensure your own and others' safety?
Well, blinkers, see, like, that's a, yeah, that makes
I mean,
sense.
do you have another word for it? I feel like it's the same thing. I
Yeah.
think what we've been doing so far is I think that it's a synonym for the exact same
Right,
word.
yeah, we would move forward.
Well,
I would allow that point just because.
it's the
it
same,
makes sense.
blinkers are the same
So,
thing.
in the United States, we call them four-way flashers, right? But here, the blinkers,
We call them hazards.
hazards?
Hazard lights.
Yeah, we,
Hazard four-way flashers.
Call them blinkers.
yeah, we don't.
Our blinkers are the same thing or not?
Well, blinkers are different than hazard lights.
So then I guess no, I guess no.
Technicality, we're gonna.
Okay, we're gonna try and be super fair, so blinkers, if it's not, we'll allow it only if it's an exact synonym.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Next question for toss-up, right? Another math question. Oh, I don't know, math or science, we'll see, maybe it's science. On a Hertz-Sprung-Russell diagram, where spectral classification is plotted along the x-axis, what underlying physical attribute of the scattered stars decreases as their color changes from blue on the left to red on the right?
Heat.
I'm gonna let that,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it's again, another word, but it's the same, right?
Temperature.
Yes.
Both.
Yeah.
Very good. Cooper is really good. Crack that one up.
And do they know which one is gonna?
This one.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Toss-up question, no, sorry, your question.
Bonus.
Bonus question. Guatemala, Haiti, and Vatican City are among several nations that give diplomatic recognition to an island country known informally by what name, often called a de facto independent state. Its official name is the Republic of China.
Oh, yeah, me, Taiwan.
Yeah, that's correct.
All
Good
right.
job.
All right, we are tied up at this moment. We are moving forward with another toss-up question. How much more time do you have?
Quite a bit. We're just getting started,
Just
right?
getting started. Just getting started.
And it's a close race.
Buckle
Lots
up.
of smart people.
Nice.
Okay, next question. This is toss-up. In which Cormac McCarthy novel does a man find $2 million in cash? It could have been titled, but was not, No Nation for Males of Advanced Age.
Can you repeat the question, please?
In which Cormac McCarthy novel does a man find $2 million in cash? It could have been titled, but was not, No Nation for Males of Advanced Age.
Time.
The correct answer is No Country for Old Men. Next toss-up question. Plants have a 24-hour biological clock that tells them late morning to adjust chemical processes to give protection from the midday sun. What M word names this total life process in both plants and animals? Plants have a 24-hour biological clock that tells them late morning to adjust chemical processes to give protection from the midday sun. What M word names this total life process in both plants and animals?
Mitosis?
That is incorrect. The correct answer is, oh, do I don't get it?
You have a chance. And time.
The correct answer is metabolism. Next question, toss-up. He was a native of Massachusetts, a Harvard graduate, a Federalist, and he lived to the age of 90, a record broken by Ronald Reagan. Name this president whose son also became president.
Time.
The correct answer is John Adams. Next question, toss up. This dog-sized carnivore is extinct on Australia's mainland. What marsupial's range is now limited to the island that it is named for?
Tasmanian.
That's the name of the island, the name of the animal.
Devil. Tasmanian devil.
Tasmanian devil is correct.
Right.
Very good. Bonus question goes to our senior.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, your bonus question. She was born Araminta Ross in Maryland around 1822. The Road to Freedom is the subtitle of Catherine Clinton's biography of what 19th century woman? That is correct. Excellent.
Cougar Den is coming alive. All right. 7-5 currently. We got another toss-up question coming your way. Anything goes.
Yeah, well, Cassian.
Okay, here's an interesting one. It's toss-up, right?
Yes, toss-up.
In the novel 1984, most sex was banned. So ARTSEM, short for what, was the preferred method for having children? That is correct. Excellent.
11th grade.
Okay, your bonus question. Fascism accepts the individual only insofar as his interests coincide with the state's. I've had my fill of Hitler. The Mediterranean will be turned into an Italian lake. Who made these declarations?
Mussolini?
I don't know if we need the phone there.
No, we got it very correct.
Okay, excellent.
All right, toss-up. Back to vote.
Okay, toss-up question. Requirements for mundane forms of it include a burette, an indicator, and an acid or base of known concentration. What is this procedure by which an unknown concentration is determined?
Titration.
Excellent.
That would be very, when you were reading that, I was like, they're not gonna know that.
Okay.
All right, bonus question, back to our freshmen.
Okay, your bonus question. What hyphenated word starts with W designates a game-winning home run hit in the bottom of the ninth? I'll repeat it. What hyphenated word starting with W designates a game-winning home run hit in the bottom of the ninth?
Whammy.
Whammy
Oh,
is not
whammy
the
is
correct
incorrect.
answer. You guys know? Oh, sorry, okay, sorry.
The answers?
Walk-off.
The answer is a walk-off. Y'all gotta come up to the stage and do a baseball game, that's on me.
I think we've seen, you guys have to see, watch more baseball, because that's the conclusion from that. Okay, next question, toss-up, right?
Yes.
Okay, the next question is, definitions of what five-letter word include in gardening, a shoot or twig inserted into a slit on the trunk or stem of a living plant. In criminology, profits from bribery. In medicine, a piece of transplanted skin. Raft is correct. Excellent.
Very good. The bonus question.
Okay, is it for her? We know what it's for? Okay, your bonus question. He said, I know that my Redeemer liveth. He also said, the Lord gave and the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Patience was the greatest virtue of what man from the Bible?
Time, what's your answer?
John.
What, say again?
John.
John,
No.
incorrect.
Did I give him the correct answer?
Yeah.
Job is the correct
Oh,
answer.
no. It's a J one, they're tricky.
You're close. Okay, next toss-up question. This, I don't know if my pronunciation is going to be correct. Salzach?
Solid.
The Salzach River flooded so often that 2 days before Christmas in 1818, the organ bellows of St. Nicholas Church in Oberndorf, Austria, rotted away. To provide guitar music, Father Joseph Moore penned the words to this song and asked organist Franz Gruber to compose the melody. Name this Christmas carol, known in German as Still Not.
Sound of Night?
That is correct.
There you go.
Excellent.
And the bonus is now back to you.
Okay, your bonus question. Bob Dylan said in 1985 that singing his 1967 composition All Along the Watchtower seemed like a tribute to which musician who did an excellent cover in 1968? The same guitarist closed Woodstock with a memorable The Star-Spangled Banner. Who is it?
Time.
Jimi Hendrix.
That is correct.
Nice one. Very good. Also a Seattle musician. Just in case you guys are wondering.
Is he from Seattle?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay, next toss-up question. Virginia has produced the most presidents, but this other state has produced the most vice presidents. Major John Andre was hanged in this state for espionage during the Revolutionary War. Because two of his tales, Rip Van Winkle and The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, Washington Irving is also often associated with which U.S. state?
Time.
No?
No,
Do I give the answer?
Yep.
The correct answer is New York. Next toss-up question. In Death Comes for the Archbishop, Father Latour founds a church in this state. Taos Ski Valley is found there. In what state will you also find Carlsbad Caverns? So again, we're looking for a U.S. state. And the three hints about the state: in Death Comes for the Archbishop, Father Latour founds a church in this state. Taos Ski Valley is found there. And in this state, you will find Carlsbad Caverns.
Time.
The correct answer is New Mexico. Next question, toss up. Colonial architecture can be seen in this neighborhood, which is the oldest in Washington. Name the neighborhood, and you've also named DC's Jesuit University. Colonial architecture can be seen in this neighborhood, the oldest in Washington. When you name the neighborhood, you've also named DC's Jesuit University.
Time's up.
The correct answer is Georgetown. Okay, we have a math question now. You can use pencils and paper. Solve for b. Log to the base b of 9 equals 1/2. correct answer is 81. Next question. When architect Mies van der Rohe said that a good chair is almost more difficult to design than the skyscraper, he was explaining the enduring fame of which 18th century English furniture designer and cabinet maker? Yep. When architect Mies van der Rohe said that a good chair is almost more difficult to design than the skyscraper, he was explaining the enduring fame of which 18th century English furniture designer and cabinet maker?
Time's up.
The answer is Thomas Chippendale. The next question.
Before we go to the next question, the score is 12, 12, 10, and we have exactly 22 more minutes.
Okay, next question.
Hold on, would you please, let us. one
Yeah.
minute?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. And coaches of the Kitty Cats, you wanna do any subs? Sorry, I already saw this.
5 minutes ago.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, next toss-up question. What is found in the following U.S. cities? Ann Arbor, Michigan, Abilene, Kansas, West Branch, Iowa, Simi Valley, California, Independence, Missouri, Boston, Massachusetts, Yorba Linda, California, Dallas, Texas, and Atlanta, Georgia. There is something that is found in all of those U.S. cities.
And time.
The correct answer is
Starbucks.
presidential libraries. Probably also. Presidential libraries. Okay, next toss-up question. Touching a basketball shot after the ball has started heading downward towards the basket results in refs calling what penalty?
Time.
The correct answer is goaltending. Next toss-up question. The two varieties of camel are the dromedary with one hump and what variety with two humps?
And time.
Correct answer is Bactrian. Next toss-up question, it's not a science question. In the aerobic respiratory electron transport chain, electrons move from one protein to another, ultimately combining with which element?
Could you repeat the question?
Yes. In the aerobic respiratory electron transport chain, electrons move from one protein to another, ultimately combining with which element?
And time.
Oxygen. Next question. English Romantic poets William Blake and Percy Bysshe Shelley regarded which character as the real hero in Milton's Paradise Lost, praising his revolt against tyranny?
Time.
Satan. Next question. Similar versions of what ethical principle appear in both the Analects of Confucius and the Gospel according to Matthew? Similar versions of what ethical principle appear in both the Analects of Confucius and the Gospel according to Matthew?
And time.
The Golden Rule. Next question. What historical document are we talking about when we say the original, a handwritten 5-page document, was first read to the cabinet 2 months before it was officially issued? The second paragraph starts with that on the first day of January, the then president and William Sword signed it. What historical document are we talking about?
Time.
The Emancipation Proclamation. Next question. According to the International Phonetics Alphabet, trills, flip taps, and fricatives are all types of what sounds, of which we have about 21 in English? That is correct. Excellent.
All right.
Your bonus question, who is answering?
Yes, our ninth grader is.
Okay,
So
are you ready?
just so you know, you can talk to your peers.
So you guys are all allowed to talk, but he has to answer.
Only yes.
Okay, the bonus question is, called the 625 in the South for the day it started, and the Fatherland Liberation War in the North, what conflict is known as the Forgotten War in the United States? Yep. The conflict is called the 625 in the South for the day it started, and the Fatherland Liberation War in the North. What conflict is known as the Forgotten War in the U.S.?
Time. Kevin. Hard to remember the prime word.
Is it over here?
No.
The-
Well, it's so close.
Oh, okay, so no, okay. Sorry. The correct answer is the Korean War.
And we have a tie so far,
We got 15 minutes.
and we have 16.
16
And it's
minutes.
tied. This
We're
is
at
close.
12 to 12, guys.
Okay. He is said to have compared himself to a gadfly stinging the youth. Fictional versions of him were created by his students in 2 works called Symposium. These pupils were Xenophon and Plato. Who was this philosopher obliged to commit suicide?
This is an issue because I did see her hit the one. No, but it didn't go off, so I think we're gonna have to cancel this question.
Question and go to the next.
We'll just do a quick test on these. I'm gonna do, all right, yours, can you hit yours again? Okay.
Hit it really hard.
Yeah.
Should we just go to the next
Yeah, we're just
question?
gonna, what was the answer to that one?
Socrates, yeah. But it wasn't, it was, seemed to be at the same time. Okay, here we go. Next question, toss up. This state bird is the scissor-tailed flycatcher. Formed from territory that was part of the Louisiana Purchase, 4 of its 6 border states are Arkansas, Colorado, Missouri, and New Mexico. Ranchers use the Chisholm Trail in driving cattle across the state from Texas en route to Kansas. Which state? Yep, so we're looking for a state. The state bird is the scissor-tailed flycatcher. It is formed from territory that was part of the Louisiana Purchase. 4 of its 6 border states are Arkansas, Colorado, Missouri, and New Mexico. Ranchers use the Chisholm Trail in driving cattle across the state from Texas en route to Kansas. Which state? That is correct. Excellent. Very good job. Who was answering the bonus?
Sophomore.
Okay. Limestone forms the top layer of the gorge surrounding it. Experts figure in about 25,000 years it will cut all the way back to Lake Erie, their source. The Cave of the Winds is a feature there, and the tourist boats there are all named Maid of the Mist. Name this natural wonder.
Time.
Just Niagara.
Say it again?
Niagara waterfall.
You are correct. So good guess, it's worth a guess. That shows that you should always guess and say something, right?
Can we do our substitution?
Yes, go ahead. Time for substitution. Felix, y'all want to substitute anyone?
13 more minutes, and the score is 12-15. That is very close. 12, the Cougars, 15, the Pistons.
Okay, next toss-up question. Jamaica, Colombia, and this country are the only 3 Latin American countries on a list of the world's 25 oldest democracies. This Central American country parallels the U.S. in political stability, literacy rate, and life expectancy. Unfounded rumors of vast gold treasures led to the name of what Central American country whose capital is San Jose? Yes. Jamaica, Colombia, and this country are the only 3 Latin American countries on a list of the world's 25 oldest democracies. I'm sorry? No, no.
Incorrect. Cougars.
No.
You can't discuss.
Oh,
Well, they got it wrong, so yeah, it goes to you
They have-
anyway.
it goes to you anyway if
And
one
we don't-
person wants.
we really can't lose points.
No, you can't.
Puerto Rico.
The correct answer is Costa Rica. You don't lose a point.
They got it. All right, next toss-up question, anyone who have it?
From 1960 to 1983, the length of a meter was defined as equal to 1,650,763.73 wavelengths of the original red spectral line of this element's 86 isotope. Its name is derived from the Greek word for hidden. What is this noble gas? From 1960 to 1983, the length of a meter was defined as equal to 1,650,763.73 wavelengths of the orange-red spectral line of this element's 86 isotope. Its name is derived from the Greek word for hidden. What is this noble gas?
And time.
Krypton. Next question, toss up. Well, that's kryptonite, right? It's electric, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Next question. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was Walt Disney's first feature film. What 1940 motion picture about a wish come true was his second? It was based on an 1882 story.
Cinderella.
That is not correct.
They got it. You guys have a chance to answer.
But do I finish the question?
Finish the question.
Okay, I'll start again. So you guys get to answer one person
We
without,
cannot discuss.
Did
can't
they
discuss.
get the whole question before?
No, but he answered already.
Yeah.
they're saying, did they get the entire question or only up
Yes,
to
they
where
did.
we left?
Okay.
Because it was their choice to answer before the question
Correct.
finished, correct? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was Walt Disney's first feature film. What 1940 motion picture about a wish came true was his second? It was based on an 1882 story by the Italian author Carlo Collodi, and the wish was to become a real boy.
Pinocchio.
That is correct.
I was thinking that.
Okay, bonus question, who's answering?
No,
there's no. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no,
there's no bonus
Sorry,
question.
sorry. Okay, so this next is a toss-up question, right?
Yeah, toss-up question.
Vice President Thomas Marshall, who served this president, is remembered for commenting, "What this country needs is a good 5-cent cigar." This president's wife, Edith, was a descendant of Pocahontas. Name this president who beat 2 former presidents in the same election by an electoral tally of 435, 88, 8.
And time.
Woodrow Wilson. Next question. A grounding wire in an electrical installation can usually be recognized because it is this color. The 1970 Nobel Peace Laureate Norman Borlaug is known for launching what revolution as part of his battle to end world hunger?
Repeat the question.
A grounding wire in an electrical installation can usually be recognized because it is this color. The 1970 Nobel Peace Laureate Norman Borlaug is known for launching what revolution as part of his battle to end world hunger?
And time.
The answer is green.
Before we continue, okay, there's a tie one more time, 13, and we have 7 more minutes.
Let's move on to so lucky number 13, guys.
Okay, a tie, 7 minutes. Next question, toss up. According to a trigonometric identity, the sine of 2x is equals the sine of x times what multiple of what other function of x?
Can you say that again?
Yes, according to trigonometric identity, the sine of 2x is equals the sine of x times what multiple of what other function of x?
Ten seconds. Time.
The correct answer is 2 times the cosine of x. Next toss-up question. 37 degrees north latitude and 109 degrees west longitude. That intersection is near the meeting point of what 4 U.S. states? The only 4 that meet at right angles, as designated by the Four Corners Monument. So you need to name the 4 states.
Just to make sure to give all 4, right?
Yes.
Yes.
New Mexico, Colorado, Nevada, and Arizona.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
To the Cougars, you have 10 seconds. And time, do you have a response? All right. You want to give them the right answer?
Yeah, you don't lose a point or anything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay,
New Mexico, Colorado, Arizona, Texas.
that is incorrect. The correct answer is Utah, Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico. Okay, next question.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. With 12th century roots, it's a city on the Red Main River in southeast Germany and the home of a noteworthy Festspielhaus. The waiting list for the annual Wagner Festival in what Bavarian city can be a decade long?
And time.
By root. Next question. This is a chemistry question. You might want to use paper and pencil. The formula for sulfuric acid is H2SO4. What is the formula for ferrous oxide? Ferrous oxide? Ferrous oxide. The formula for sulfuric acid is H2SO4. What is the formula for ferrous oxide?
Iron oxide, so F.
That is correct. Excellent.
All right,
bonus question goes to our 11th grader, our representing 11th grader.
Okay. In German, this question would be, and I apologize for pronunciation, Ors du was ich or. In French, as tu entendu sé que yo entendu. In Spanish, oyes tú lo que oigo yo. In English, what did the lamb inquire of the shepherd boy in this familiar Christmas carol?
Do you hear what I hear?
Excellent, very good. Okay, next toss-up question.
We have 2 more minutes, and the score is 15-13. And go ahead.
Toss-up question. What two bodies of water are connected by the Straits of Gibraltar? What two bodies of water are connected by the Straits of Gibraltar?
The Atlantic Ocean and
Excellent, very good. Your bonus question, who's answering?
The sheep.
Calculate the area of a circle with a circumference of 10 pi.
uh, 25 pi.
That is correct.
18-13, we're coming down to the wire. We got time for a couple more questions.
One more question, 1 more minute, sir.
One
This
more minute.
Anglo-Irish writer wanted his tombstone to read, "If I knew if I stayed around long enough, this would happen." Name this socialist and author of Arms and the Man, Man and Superman, and the Pygmalion.
And time.
Correct answer is George Bernard Shaw.
We have time for one more question. One more question.
What is the title of the person whose responsibility is to transcribe the testimony and proceedings in a trial?
Court reporter.
That is correct.
Correct, bonus question.
Bonus question. What country borders Russia, the Czech Republic, and Germany?
Poland.
That is correct.
Time is up.
The
So,
final score is 16 to the Tudors, 18%.
so Phoenix, you have won just barely.
Very close. Amazing. Now that, both teams were very impressed with the knowledge in the room. No, you guys are much more knowledgeable.
I know, I'm
than
glad
we
that
are.
we're not going against them.
Yes.
So excellent job, both teams.
All right,
Great job.
Phoenix,
Congratulations.
You're out of here.
Congratulations.